Alright, so doing a review slash how-to for a DeWalt 20 volt 18 gauge brad nailer. Alright, so it's unloaded right now, and I guess real quick for anybody that just wants quick view stuff on how to use it, so definitely recommend this. Also, I'm not a pro contractor or anything, just a hobbyist, so take that with a grain of salt. Alright, so just loaded it. Pop the battery in, iPro, unlocked it. So bam, bump fire. Oh, I forgot to hold trigger. It might help if I remember to hold the trigger. Alright, so yeah. For what I'm going to be using it for, pretty good. So that's basically it for the review, or quick review. So going over it, so make it safe. Take brads out. Alright, so how to actually use it. So just in case anybody's too brand new with it, obviously skip ahead if you actually know what you're doing with this stuff, so I don't bore you. So different size brad nails. I forget what the actual sizes are. I feel like this is probably like 2-inch, because I had it screw up the other day. I think I was using these when trying to do 2x4s, and that's definitely under 1.5 inches for a 2x4. So yeah, probably 2 inches for these. Also keep in mind, these are just brad nails, so the heads are pretty small when comparing it to regular nails. Let's see if I can get close enough to get a good view and maybe not kill the focus of it. So definitely a lot more holding power in this than this. What is it? I think these are mostly for like finishing and stuff. But I mean, shit. I mean, it's holding these together decent. So, but I would definitely add glue. But going over how to use it. So, safety here. Lock it. Can't pull the trigger. Put the battery in. So, see, that button's locked. Can't do anything. It's not even winding up. Undo it. Push it in. Okay, I think I hit something else. I don't have any nails in. Also, it won't do anything if you got nails in. Little tip, not to be a dumbass. So yeah, I guess I'll fire some of these little ones off. So basically, there's a whole bunch of grooves in there. Just make sure you line it up with the correct groove with the head of the nail. Bam. Push the magazine in. Sound safe. Lines up. If you hold it too long, the motor's going to auto shut off, or it was the other day. See, it shuts off. If you hold it too long, you got to pull it back off. There it goes, refires, bam. So make it safe so I don't accidentally pop a nail in my ass. Alright, so, what else do I need to go over with this? So, mag release down here, this little lever right here. Already talked about the safety. Hopefully I get this in frame worth of shit. There's a selector right here. So if you see one nail that's precision mode, swing it over. You see multiple, then it's the bump fire like I was doing earlier, where I was just holding the trigger and pop, pop. And put on safe, or at least I'm not intended. I forget what this was. I threw away the instructions, but I can just go download it. This was like item 12 or 16. I think it might have been like for a motor stall or something, but just read the instructions on that one. Probably don't need to really use that. But if you need to clear a jam, take the battery out so it doesn't have any power. Take the not bolts, shit. Nails out. So this lever right here, pop it up. I would let go of it slowly because it's got some spring tension. If you need to clear a jam, that's how you open the trap. And here's your other safety, because if this isn't pressed, it's not going to fire. And you got multiple, what is that? I forgot what it's called. It's just rubber to help. So if you're doing some like delicate furniture or whatever, you don't sit there and like take metal and just bash it in there and mar it up. I think anti-marring pad or something, I don't know, whatever. Oh, what else on it? Depth gauge that I still got to kind of tweak with. Here's the wheel. This should give some kind of indication. Okay, so the more you spin it this way, the more the head's going to stick out. So, I guess we can learn together on this one. Alright, let's see if this barely keeps it in or not. Sorry, I need to get a GoPro so I can actually do POV with this shit to make it easier. Okay, let's see what this does. Go on precision mode. Okay, yeah. See, I don't know if you can. See if I can figure out how to get this easy to show. The head of the nail is exposed. So you want to bury it more. Hopefully you can see this. There's like a little line in there and like the metal stuff so you can see it. And I would just keep rotating that till it's about where you want it. Alright, so that's actually max. So I'm just going to leave it there. I want to hide it. Let's see, is there any other buttons that I probably missed? I think that's about it. I already talked about the storage. That's okay, cool. So take these out, even though those would kind of work on there, but I'm just going to burn through these big ones. So get it up against this tight as you can, fit in the groove, pop it down, good to go. So just, hopefully I'm in view now. So, bam. And it sinks it below. I don't know if you can see it or not. And I fired it right on top of another nail. There we go. Okay. Be careful with the nails. Alright. So bump fire. Flip the selector. So you see 3 nails. That's bump fire. Hold the trigger and just pop, pop, pop. Alright, that's bump fire. I'm not doing bump fire now because show a little practical use. I mean, I don't really do trim and I'm renting, so I'm not going to do any of that stuff. So I'm not going to really talk about that. I mainly wanted to get it for like some cabinets that I got, you know, that kind of crappy thin backing that's on them, just to make it easier instead of taking, you know, these are like the smaller ones and hammering them in. I figured screw it, excuse to buy this and just pop, 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 pop and be done with it. The other uses I'm going to use, like for glue ups, I probably should have grabbed a clamp. I'm not really too worried about it. Scrap wood, don't give a crap. So take some glue. Trying to make this somewhat fast. I'll probably have to edit this a little bit better. Okay. Might help if I actually sealed it better so it didn't all dry. I feel like I'm about to give a tutorial about how to clean out the glue thing. So I'm just using a nail to stab this shit out. Hope I don't ruin anything else with this. Alright, let's see if that's good enough. Otherwise I'm just going to do it the half-assed way and pour it out of the bottle. See if I can get the applicator to work. And that might be the problem. Yep. It's all gunked up here and I'm about to stab myself with the nail. Go figure. Alright, if I knew how to edit, I would sit there and put like some kind of funny comical tone right now. I'll be right back. Okay, fuck it. Alright, half-ass mode. Sorry, I'm just trying to get back into woodworking now. Use this YouTube channel as an excuse to start doing it more. Because I've been really slacking with this stuff. But I plan on doing projects hopefully next week since I actually got this bench cleaned up. I gotta sand it back down again to fix up some of this gluing that I did years ago. But alright, so I would use a clamp, but for this I really don't care to. So just trying to give an example. So like I said, I would use clamps. Hopefully I don't do anything stupid here. Alright, make sure I get this in frame good. Alright, so try to see if I can make this safe as possible. Guess I misfired. Alright, so yeah, another reason why I said, obviously this is like a weak joint to begin with, let alone I did not do the other, but just so everybody knows, I'm just sitting there showing some uses for this. But the other thing I plan on using this for is like what I did here, but a little bit better. So like, I don't have the speed square next to me, but like say I need to screw something or whatever, take the speed square, put it in, get the 90 degree, bam bam, tack it real quick, and then go back later, drill, and use the impact driver or whatever, put screws in. And then also plan on start using like dowel rods more, and actually, you know, drill a hole, just take it. I want to use like the actual like more full-size dowel rods, glue it up after I try to make some scrapes in it, pop the rod in, cut it flush, and be done with it. But yeah, so this might be a little bit more overkill for anybody that's probably actually ever going to watch my videos. But any like DIY homeowner, I mean, if you feel like spending money, get one of these. I picked it up on Amazon. This one was a refurbished one, but I mean, it looks pretty brand new still to me. So either nobody really used it, or CPO Outlet, which was the seller, did an awesome job refurbishing it, where it doesn't even look like anybody used it before. But this is DCN680. This one should be actually XR, because I've seen where there's a couple that had like XR on it, but it's really the Atomic series, which is more compact. I don't know how the motors and all that compare for that stuff, but this was like $264 for the refurbished, $280 after taxes, since it's like 10% sales tax here. Home Depot, I got a 10% discount on that one. It was like $315. I don't feel like doing the math right now. I know the kit was like $364, which is a 2-amp battery. But yeah, highly recommend this. But I mean, if you're just DIY and trying to do a budget, I don't know if it's still on sale or not. Craftsman had a their brushed version. It was like $100, and then if you need bigger nails than this, I know they had finish nailer. I think it was like $140, $150 on Craftsman. Well, for Craftsman at Lowe's. And you can also look at air guns, because like I haven't bought any new brad nails for this, but these were the Craftsman ones that I bought with my Craftsman air gun or air nailer or whatever. Yeah, I mean, I like that. It was just, I wanted something where I can easily do it in the house, don't have to have a compressor. This is a lot quieter than having air gun compressor, because I mean, air gun's not too drastically loud, except when, you know, obviously when the compressor's filling up. But this is less crap I gotta sit there and carry around. It is definitely bigger than my Craftsman, but yeah. And I know I really can't talk about Craftsman power tools too much. I don't have any besides like a cordless screwdriver. All my stuff's DeWalt, besides like a couple Hyper Tough that I got to keep in my car. What else was gonna flap on this? Yeah, eventually, if this channel actually gets anywhere, get monetized or sponsored, I'll go get some other tools. Craftsman I plan on buying anyway, or maybe Cobalt to have like a second set for stuff. But eventually I'll probably review other stuff if this whole channel thing does anything. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Later.